All right, I think I'm getting ready to go live, bro. All right, bro. I think I'm live.
What you say?
I think I'm live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know where the chat would be at. Let's see if we can find that because it should be a chat, right? Go on your phone to see if we live, yo. I'm gonna have to go on my phone see if I'm live real quick because it should pop up. Oh, I'm live. Yeah, we live, but I don't see the chat section. All right, so you there, yo? Oh,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
all right, so we live. I can't see the chats, but I guess when I take it off of share because my screen shared problem. Can you see the chat section?
Nah, I got the YouTube screen. You got the YouTube screen up on my screen.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Well, hold on. Let me
Uh,
see.
let's
Jumping.
get into it, yo. This
Yep.
pretty much what we're gonna do this video today on this live. It's pretty much on the misinformation that young Pharoah put out yesterday on his videos. We're gonna just play the video, and as we go through the video, I'm gonna just correct the misinformation that he is putting out here because this whole pretty video is pretty much BS. All right, we're gonna get to all of it. I know a lot of people got a lot to say about how he has physical indictments and all this extra. We're gonna get into all that. All of it's BS. All right. So let's just play the video. And when it comes to spots that he is saying something incorrect, I will stop it and address it and show y'all right here on the screen the right information. That makes sense, Audie?
Yep. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
I think they murked my nigga. I do stars like astrology. Yeah, we hit the club and demolish. Yeah, that jury shine like Apollo. Okay, plug in like a fire.
This video right here is about COVID-19 deep state full disclosure. Now, before I get into this video, I want to tell y'all this. Smash that like button. I know I normally don't stress that, but I'm going to start stressing that a lot on all my channels. Make sure y'all smash that like button, not just now, but if you haven't smashed it yet, you watch the video and you approve of the content and you want to support the channel, smash that like button. So for any of y'all who want to know how y'all can support this channel, just hit subscribe, smash that like button. And so with that being said, let's jump right into it. Now, I don't want to, try to go do too much. I'm just being honest. This video right here should be the last video that you have to watch in regards to this match.
Pause it. I gotta pause it right there because he lying already. This should not be the last video people should watch, yo. For the simple fact he lies through the whole shit. I ain't gonna call it lying. Maybe he just misinformed. Okay, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. All right.
Matter as of right now. What I'm getting ready to break down in this video is a synopsis of my lecture. So I'm not gonna listen. I just did a whole PowerPoint presentation and I updated it as well. So anybody that's subscribed to my website, youngpharoah.net, if you know that I just posted a 90-something slide lecture on COVID-19 from how it was engineered, the secret indictments and everything that's being sent out that I'm gonna break down right now. I just updated that presentation and I re-uploaded it, last night, and I'm going to make it public on my website today at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So if you are subscribed to youngpharoah.net at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, okay, click on that lecture, and it's exactly the same. Just click it, but you're going to notice it's going to be a little bit longer because I went from 90 slides to over 130 slides. And so everything I'm finna intel in detail right now, I have in that lecture, including every indictment that I'm finna mention. I have all links, all sources of where I got it from. So all y'all have to do is go to my website, go subscribe to youngpharoah.net, screenshot, do whatever you want to do for the receipts. And so with that being said, jumping right into this, right? We've been on this internet for years trying to warn y'all. Me and plenty of other people who was doing this before me. What this virus is now being used for a cover-up for the biggest arrest in the history of this country. Now, let me break all of this down. Like I said, I have all the indictments. I have everything on my website. Go subscribe to youngpharoah.net. Go watch the COVID-19 lecture. You can watch the one I did before.
All right, let's pause it for a second, yo. he says he has indictments, right? These aren't indictments. I'm not gonna get into him and let him go put his foot in his mouth, but these ain't indictments, folks. So we gonna just continue.
For it tonight, it'll be updated and it'll be a whole new one. And so with that being said, family, we're gonna jump right into this. What the COVID-19 is it's a hybrid virus that was created by these elites, but you know, for the sake of this conversation, we're gonna call them the deep state. Deep state would be like Freemasons, the Satanists, Illuminati, all these motherfuckers. And so what happened was they created a virus, right? A hybridized virus from bat blood that normally is not deadly as a pathogen to humans. And they cross engineered it with SARS, and then they use HeLa cells, which are human cells that stay consciously alive after death. So they use these HeLa cells to allow the virus to learn how to bind from animal to human cells, okay, in order to affect the respiratory system of specific humans. Now, I broke down how we are.
All right, pause. All right, so we can go into the bat thing now, right? All right. You still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, G. I'm go right into it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, but we're gonna get into this bat thing real quick, so we understand that they didn't engineer anything. They did not engineer this coronavirus. This coronavirus actually mutated from SARS. SARS is actually a type of coronavirus. This lady right here, right? Dr. How you pronounce it? I'm gonna say Dr. Her first virus case, right? She was studying the outbreak of SARS back in 2004. She found out, and this is the whole article, and I don't want to actually read this whole article. You see what I'm saying? But pretty much what it details is how the SARS, you see how it says SARS coronavirus, right? Because the SARS coronavirus actually did originate in Hong Kong, okay? And they said the first cases came from Chiverts. It's a type of, like I said, it's a type of mongoose-like mammal, all right? But they also found the same SARS virus in bats, okay? And it's multiple bat caves that they studied. Let's get to the juice. Yeah, all this is telling about everything that I'm scrolling through is telling about all the research she did about the SARS infection and how that spread through Hong Kong and different areas first back in 2004, and how she identified it and went back and found out that it comes from horseshoe bats. All right. Now, she also discovered that, I'm gonna read the part where she goes to Wuhan. All right, as soon as I get to it. You see all these October 2015, she's studying for years. She has been studying this virus, this coronavirus, and she has warned that the virus will mutate and turn into something else and turn into a new virus. She has been warning. She has had multiple scientific journal reports on the subject. Okay. This stuff was not engineered by man. It actually came from bats. All right, here you go. Racing against the deadly pathogen. On the train back to Wuhan on December 30th last year, she and her colleagues discussed ways to immediately start testing the patient samples. In the following weeks, the most intense and most stressful time of her life, China Batwoman felt she was fighting a battle in her worst nightmare, even though it was one she had been preparing for over the past 16 years. Using a technique called polymerase chain reaction, which can detect a virus by amplifying its genetic material, the first round of tests showed that the samples from 5 to 7 patients contain genetic sequences known to be present in all coronaviruses. Okay. That's when they first found out for sure that it was definitely a coronavirus. She instructed her team to repeat the test, and at the same time sent the samples to another laboratory to sequence the full viral genome. Meanwhile, she frantically went through her own laboratory records from the past few years to check for any mishandling or experimental material, especially during disposal. She breathed a sigh of relief when the results came back. None of the sequences matched those of the viruses her teams had sample from the bat caves, meaning that her previous samples wasn't a match for this direct coronavirus. Okay.
Right.
So hold on. Let's continue reading. That really took a load off her mind. She says, I had not slept a wink for days. Because at first she thought it might have linked from, I know a lot of people know about the laboratory that's over there in Wuhan. And she's the one that actually collected the SARS samples. Okay. And she wanted to make sure, she was scared that some of the samples had got out or had got engineered. And she proved that it didn't. The Pacific coronavirus was not part of the samples that they had took in Wuhan, China. Okay. So it didn't come from the laboratory. By January 7th, the Wuhan team determined that the new virus had indeed caused the disease those patients suffered. A conclusion based on results from polymerase chain reaction analysis, full genome sequencing, antibody tests of blood samples, and the virus's ability to infect human lung cells in a petri dish. The genomic sequence of the virus, now officially called SARS-CoV-2, because it is related to the SARS pathogen, with 96% identical to that of a coronavirus the researchers had identified in horseshoe bats and yenin. Okay, so they identified that the SARS pathogen and the coronavirus that we are experiencing today have a common ancestor that came from a horseshoe bat. Okay. They reported in a paper published last month in Nature. It's crystal clear that bats, once again, are the natural reservoir, says Darzar, who was not involved in the study. This is the independent researcher that made that statement.
Mm-hmm.
The genetic sequences of the viral strain from patients are, in fact, very similar to one another, with no significant changes since last December, based on analysis of 326 published viral sequences. This suggests the viruses share a common ancestor, Barrett says. The data also points to a single introduction into humans, followed by sustained human-to-human transmissions, researchers say. This is basically saying that somebody ate a bat, okay? What they do in China is they make something called bat soup. See what I'm saying? And in that soup, the bat that they had in that soup was carrying the coronavirus, the mutated version of the coronavirus. Because what goes on is, in these caves, it's like, I think they found over 12, no, they found like, it was a whole bunch of them. It's in this report too. It's multiple different coronaviruses, right? But it's only like 12 of them that is deadly. You see what I'm saying? And these deadly ones are the ones that they are saying that we need to be worried about, that the bats are carrying around, and basically that thing can be spread. So it's really 12 different strains that we need to be worried about, not just the one that we have right now, because the other ones can get spread too, just like this one got spread.
Right.
All right, where was I? Too many. The region's bargaining wildlife market, I probably said that one, which sells a wide range of animals such as bats, chivets, pangolins, badgers, and crocodiles, are perfect viral melting points. Although humans could have caught the deadly virus from bats directly, according to several studies, including those by Shi and her colleagues, independent teams have suggested in preprint studies that pangolins may have been immediate hosts. These teams have reportedly uncovered SARS-CoV-2 like coronavirus in these animals, which were seized in anti-smuggling operations in southern China. On February 24th, the nation announced a permanent ban on wildlife consumption. All right, that's when once they found out that we was getting these diseases by eating these animals, they put a ban on eating these wild animals.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This was not genetically engineered, okay? It was not. So let's get back to the video. I'm gonna continue. It's more about this shit that we're gonna get into, but we're gonna let young Pharoah talk, and we're just gonna explain and correct the misinformation. So it did not we understand that now. It was not engineered from humans and turned into some killing vaccine thing. You see what I'm saying? So let's play this.
Are all not the same species. We have extraterrestrial DNA. Some people on this planet have been genetically engineered. So to be respectful of all people, I just call us humanoid.
You hear this shit? Now people on this earth been genetically engineered and all this extra shit, bro. And I ain't saying they not experimenting with people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what he's referring to is that RH blood, but we're not gonna get into that in this video. But he's wrong about that also.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not about being racist, it's about just acknowledging the diversity of genetic life.
But he actually elaborates on it. So.
Specific race and group.
On what? What you say, yo? I couldn't hear you over the thing.
That he actually elaborates on it when he talks about the, you know, the 98%. I think it's a primates, and then another percent of canine, and you know, he elaborates a little bit on it.
Yeah, but ain't none of it true though. That's what that shit. It's kind of crazy. The way it's all pseudoscience. Put it like that. But let's continue. We're gonna get into that too.
Yep, no doubt.
Type of people is because they have 98% primate DNA as well as 84% canine DNA, and this virus naturally exists within certain animals. So when it hits a certain species of people on this planet Earth, it's like it's right at home because it's used to being in a certain form of cells and DNA, which is animal based. And so this is why it's harder for black people to be affected by the coronavirus.
None of that is true. Why black people, right, are not being affected by, well, we are being affected by it, first off. You see what I'm saying? There's plenty of big black people that went to the hospital with the coronavirus first. Secondly, it's because of the old blood. The old blood cell doesn't have a type of protein around it that the virus can attach to. This is why fewer people with old blood are getting the coronavirus. It is not because we are black. Anybody with the old virus has the same, with the old bloodline has the same defense. Well, I'm gonna call it a defense.
Well, is there any other race of people with the old blood?
Yeah, I think everybody. But you got to understand how humanity spread.
Uh-huh.
If you understand that everything came out of Africa and everybody was African and originally had old blood before anything mutated, you see what I'm saying? You got to understand that some people still will carry it. You see what I'm saying?
Some people outside of
African American
race.
All other races evolved from African American.
Uh-huh.
Over thousands of years of climate change, and the different environments actually affected their cells. It affected their cells, and their cells mutated to adapt to the environment. The less sun that you get, of course, the less pigment you're gonna have. It's just simple. It's simple, really. But let's go back into this shit. It's because of the old blood. Should I have to pull up? Do I need to pull up the whole information? Should I pull it up and show people how scientists have shown that it's the old blood and why?
Yep, you need to.
Have to, huh? All right, let's pull that up. I don't want to mess up one of my slides that I got here, though. All right. Oh, it's simple. It's simple. Old blood. Coronavirus. Show y'all how simple it is to search this stuff. Just cross-reference two words. See? Study. Blood type O seems to be resistant to the coronavirus. Let's try to get an actual science site, though.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I like medical sites. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can sue their ass for malpractice. They lie.
As long as it ain't WebMD.
Right. All right. A person's blood type may affect their risk for COVID-19, the disease caused by the new coronavirus, researchers report. They analyzed blood samples from nearly 2,200 COVID-19 patients in China and tens of thousands of healthy people. and found those with A blood types had a significantly higher risk of COVID-19, while those with O blood types had a significantly lower risk, Newsweek reports.
Right.
I don't want to have to read this whole thing, yo.
Yeah, but I just feel like in order to really, to cut out any rebuttals that's gonna come, I guess you could say.
You gotta show it. You gotta show
that. Show that. And I mean, you would have to maybe at another time you would have to show how other people have O blood, because there is there's a thing going around, and you know what I mean, as far as whatever, and black conscious, intellectuals, whatever, however you want to put it, conscious community, whatever, that only black people have O blood.
That's just not true though. Like right here, they just showed you that it's Chinese people with O blood that they did the experiment on.
No doubt.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. No, I'm with it.
So that's that.
Yeah, no doubt. No
doubt. But yeah, they saying because it's a certain protein that the O blood cell doesn't have, that the virus doesn't have as much as ability as it does with other blood types to attach to.
Right.
That's what they saying. That's why it's fewer people with O blood that is getting it. I mean, that's what that's about. All right, but let's go back to the video because there's a lot of this shit. This we only 4 minutes in, yo.
Than it is other people. I'll just say that. And so that being said, I broke all this down in the lecture. I showed the blood type and everything. So go to youngpharoah.net. But keeping it moving, right? I got to give y'all the backstory. Okay, so what happened was in 2001, after 9/11 happened, which we all know was an inside job, 200 military generals came together and they began to investigate the deep state. The deep state, they came to secret societies, the Illuminati, all these type of people. And so what happened was George Bush was still in office. We know that George Bush's skull and bones. Anybody who pays attention, you know that the 5-point star and the flag were right side up. When George Bush came in, they made the Republican Party symbols upside down because George Bush is a Freemason. Doctrine of Freemasonry is chaos and order, and the god of Freemasonry is Lucifer, and the upside down pentagram is symbolic to representing Satan or Lucifer within.
All right, I gotta pause it, yo. Gotta pause it, yo. All that is a lie. Like he's been saying that in videos for the longest goddamn time about this damn Baphomet, yo. None of that shit. If you actually understand what the Baphomet is, you understand that the Knight Templar actually got it from Kemet. They got it from Egypt. They got it from the understanding of a moon. Okay, and they created their own example of it. All right, a lot of it has to do with esoteric teachings. Everything that you see in the Baphomet has a meaning. Okay, and if you research the origin of these symbols and these signs, none of it is evil at all. It's just people interpretations that is evil. You see what I'm saying? People interpret shit because they have a certain hatred towards a certain people, and because they are missing certain information, they always come up with shit like this. Mm-hmm. The Baphomet is evil. It's because you don't understand what the Baphomet is. You don't understand why they made it. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I believe it's some negative secret societies that are out here that's trying to manipulate and take over society. I believe that. But a lot of these entities that are out here, secret societies, are not as evil as you think, and they damn sure didn't start off evil. You see what I'm saying? They all come from Kemet.
Right.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
Freemasonry, all that shit. We got to stop with that shit and actually look into it. Ain't nothing evil in this world but people. Yo, we the ones that do good and evil. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That devil, all that shit is misinterpretation. I done made a whole video about the devil on my page. Yeah. You feel me? Ain't none of that shit real. They misinterpreted. They misinterpreted the language.
Absolutely.
Look up, for anybody that wants to question me, how about we do this? This is what we're going to do right now. As you say, we got to show and prove, right?
Yeah, you gotta make sure
Let me
you
do
get
this
it.
right now. We're gonna look up Lucifer and cross-reference it with Roman God. Okay, let's see what we find. Oh, the Roman star god, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bearer of light, the morning star. Why is Lucifer being called all this hundreds of years before there was a Christ? This is a pseudo site, so I'm gonna get off of this. I want to give you some real information right here, though.
Yeah.
Like Lucifer is not originally Christian. It has nothing to do with Judaism. It is Roman. He's a Roman god. The morning star. You see? This is an encyclopedia.
We know what that is, too.
That's the image of him.
Yeah.
He was the morning star.
Bringer of light.
Yeah, he represented Venus.
Yeah.
He didn't it was the star that rose before the sun in the morning.
Yeah.
Half of the year, and then the other half of the year it sets with the sun. That was the rise of the rise of Lucifer and the fall of Lucifer, because it falls at the other half of the year.
Yeah, no doubt.
This shit it's crazy. It's all astrology, yo. This shit.
I mean, it's even you know what I mean, like you even get that jewel. You know, just a hip hop reference real fast. I forgot. I think it's Jay-Z. I know it's his song. I think Kanye produced the track too. Lucifer, son of the morning. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's right there in your face. You feel what I'm saying? It's always right there in your face. It's always right there in your face. So sad. But yeah, absolutely. So that's Lucifer. What else you hitting them with? I think I lost you, God. Okay, I'm hosting that. It's my show. Which I'm willing to be fact checked. I'm gonna check it. But a civilian, you know, a civil case, civilian can indict another civilian. You know,
Right. At all, ever. All right, so I think we back live again, yo. Yeah, we is. Let me share this shit out. All right, folks, my fault. We got cut off. But we back. About to get back into it. Make sure over here.
oh, and just to say, I mean by law, because you can indict somebody, you know, but in law,
Yeah, law. Yeah, right.
yeah, you know, people be petty, bruh. People be petty. So,
All right, so let's get back into it. All right, let's just go back into the video and see where we at. I ain't gonna do this whole thing. I'm not gonna do the whole video. I'm gonna sum it up.
This car. And so
yeah, you don't want to get hit with infringement, you know.
But people gotta hear what he say though.
Yeah, I can dig it,
but yeah, it's gonna be
tell
kind of
them to
long. We
watch
want
the
to make this kind of.
I mean, y'all go watch the video. That's
yeah, y'all gotta go watch the video yourselves, yo. And just it's just a whole bunch of shit. But I could thing is I could pick apart this whole thing.
Right. You gotta be careful.
So that's how 5G is being used.
All right, let's get to the 5G.
Yeah.
It starts to cause inflammation by the plant. They wanted to use 5G in an accelerated format because what happens is it vibrates oxygen molecules to the point where your lungs can't ingest the oxygen. And so what did it do?
All lies, folks. This dude totally does not know what the fuck he is talking about. Y'all need to stop listening to this nonsense. Like, none of that is true. None that he just said is true. All right. 5G does not cause the air to cause bubbles in your lungs and shit. What happens is you have a type of radiation sickness from 5G. You see what I'm saying? If it's above a certain level, okay? If it's up above a certain frequency, you can get radiation sickness such as dizziness, vomiting, and a couple of other things, okay? And you also, if it's overexposure, you can also get burnt by it. But it's nothing that really affects your lungs. That is something that he's totally making up.
Another thing that could be looked up.
Say what?
Another thing that can be looked up. You look that up for yourselves, people.
Right.
See what the effects of radiation sickness is. What radiation does to the body and everything like that.
Right.
On that level, that much radiation you talk about.
All right, so let's keep on going. I ain't trying to hold you up because you said you gotta go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So we trying to hurry up now.
And respond to your immune system.
So we just gonna go into this whole 5G bullshit. I'm gonna just skip what he talking about and just go right into this 5G bullshit. This is what most of y'all need to know. All right, this right here is a map of the locations that 5G has been deployed and is being used. Okay, you see how they got it coded different colors. All right, hold on, let me try to move this screen over so y'all can see the whole thing. Oh, it won't move over. What? I can't get it moved over. That's not important on that side anyway, though. Oh, that is the whole screen. That's why. All right, so pretty much the purple. Let's look at this purple right here. This purple. All right. This purple means where 5G trial test has already been done. Okay. And these places, let me get to the places where they actually show the dates of the deployment. Here they go. As you can see, certain towers turned on as early as May 19th, 2016. Okay. 2018 towers turning on. They've been turning on towers and testing 5G out for over 4 years now, at least. You see what I'm saying? This is nothing new. This has been all over the world. What y'all saying now is the thing that is being turned on is just the commercial. The 5G commercial use is being turned on. They're allowing different companies such as Verizon and T-Mobile and all these different cell phone companies that finally be able to utilize the 5G. But the government and other governments have been using 5G for years now. Literally been using it for years. Okay? You had it in, where is it at? You had it in South Africa. Where's the United States at? Hold up. First off, you had it in the United States also. Or AT&T rolls out mobile 5G services in 12 U.S. cities, required Netgear hotspot, December 2018. Okay? Why ain't nobody get sick back in December 2018? January 2019. More Sprint, Nokia, all these different companies start turning on their towers. How come nobody got sick back in January 2019? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still there, bro? All right.
Yeah.
So let's look at what they're saying is being turned on now. All right, that everybody's worried about. I want y'all to see the dates that the U.S. had turned on these systems. All right, Sprint turned on their 5G services in Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City in late May 2019. Nobody had coronavirus there. Nobody was getting coronavirus flu-like symptoms then. Chicago did it in July 2019. Still no flu-like symptoms. Okay. August 2019, Washington, D.C., where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? Nobody got sick here. Nobody had flu-like symptoms. This stuff has been being used.
Then you got more. They do it more in you got June for Denver,
right?
Providence, July,
right?
St. Paul, July, Atlanta, Detroit, Indianapolis, DC again, in probably a different area.
Right.
Phoenix, Boise, Panama City. Yeah, list goes on. No doubt.
Yeah, they've been using 5G. 5G ain't nothing new.
Right. And what site is this?
This is the This is the 5G map site.
No doubt.
It's world. It says world time zone. But what I did was I typed in 5G maps, and it shows you the maps of where they have been using 5G.
Yeah. Yeah. And people, please post, show something, you know, in the comments, anything, any links dealing with an outbreak, a small outbreak in any of these places or towns, or you know what I mean, a small district or something when the 5G was activated on
Back in these times.
based off of these dates in these cities, you know.
You can find people getting sick mysteriously from flu-like symptoms during these days. Now we got something to talk about.
Right.
But now we ain't got nothing to talk about because ain't nobody was getting sick.
Right. That's what I'm saying, G.
This shit been around, bruh.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's just terrible that people just come up with these goddamn conspiracy theories and just want to put it out as it's true. Now it ain't no such thing as the coronavirus unless you get a vaccine. Yeah. This is what the dude says. I ain't going to go all into it. You see what I'm saying? Because you got somewhere to go. I'm going to get to when he talking about this indictment shit, though. Because we going to explode this indictment bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I know that's what a lot of people are leaning on right now. Well, he got proof. He got the indictments. We going to see.
The coronavirus is not the only thing that they wanted both means to wish.
It's closer to the
edge.
edge.
It's very real. And I suggest. And so, whatchamacallit, I won't be surprised if Oprah asked, some of them you can't, most of them you can't see. 150,000 indictments. Some people play it out, some people still fighting, and some people still on the run. And so I don't want
hold up, we gotta go back. I ain't hear that part of the first time. Did he just say niggas is he just said people pled guilty to these indictments, right? Some people were locked up and some people are still on the run. He's making this shit up. Like, this shit is literally being made up. I don't know where the fuck. Like, yo. So let's just, all right, everybody go watch the video. Y'all see what he talking about the indictments, who's being indicted. There's a whole bunch of people supposedly on this indictment, but I'm gonna show you the indictment right here.
But he gives a shout out. He gives a shout out to a particular entity that helped him with his research.
Right.
Or they gave him the research. So, you know, they also need to be, you know, fact checked as well.
All right. If you watch the video, you'll see that he says that the date that the what you call it, the indictment was filed was February 26, 2020. And this is what he's talking about. This right here is not an indictment, folks. This right here is a civil suit made by this guy right here, Cyrus A. Parza. Okay? If you notice, when you go down to the plaintiff section, it doesn't have anywhere on here any government entities at all. No United States versus Google, no United States versus Barack Obama, which it would say if this was a criminal proceeding and they were going to be actually indicted for any charges or crimes they committed. This would not say our organization, Cyrus A. Parza. What you are looking at, folks, is not a criminal case, okay? Nobody can be indicted because it's not a criminal case. It's a civil case. This is a lawsuit, okay? What the guy is doing is suing Google, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, and all these other people, saying that they are doing some type of Terminator type shit. That's what I want to say. Because if you read if you go all the way down here, all the way down, but I ain't gonna go all the way down. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense. It's just like the Terminator, yo. Somebody made some AI and gave them artificial intelligence, and now the artificial intelligence is about to take over all the robotics and all the new technology, and all that technology is going to kill us. That's what this shit is saying. Man, if y'all don't get this bullshit out of here, bro.
Where can they look this up for themselves?
Hey, look, the case number right here. Case number, hold on, let me go back up because it covered it up. The case number right here. The case number is 3/CV/02407/CABHAG. All you do is just put it into the search engine. Let me show you. I'm gonna just damn. I ain't got my mouse with me, so I can't copy and paste. But I think I already got it pulled up. This is what come up. If you see, I put in the case number into the search, and this is what comes up: Parza, ET, which means the law attorney, versus Google. This is what it's about. Not the United States versus Google or anybody else. It's a bunch of bullshit, yo. The nigga feeding people lies, yo. It's a whole bunch of misinformation. The coronavirus is a real thing. It's a real fucking virus that came from bats and mutated in bats.
Yeah.
You feel me? We ain't gonna get to what I think the cause of that mutation. Maybe in another live, maybe tomorrow or something, or later on, we can get into what I believe the cause of it is. Because a lot of y'all ain't looking in the right spots.
Yeah, I mean, right underneath of it is the site he quote. Not what's that though? 1, 2, 3, third down.
Which one?
This one. That one, the third one, yeah. That's the site he quote.
This one?
No.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's the same thing. It's just, you know, because they got on different sites, but it clearly say in the second one right there in the subtitle, civil lawsuit. So
right. It's a civil lawsuit.
Yeah.
Let me check my other side. I had some other stuff pulled up for something. That was old blood. Oh, there's some other stuff. Here you go. This was the docket. This is the actual docket that details what's going on with the case. This is the actual docket right here, y'all. As you can see, it was really first filed on December 16th.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm peeping.
And then you see the filing dates, December 16th, and who the complaints were. Summons were issued. Mind you, what a summons is, somebody has to find these people and actually give them the summons in their hand. You feel me?
Right.
And if they don't find the person, they ain't got to even show up to court. Ain't that how summonses work? You have to have somebody give it to you or some shit like that?
Yeah, but they say electronically. Counsel receiving this notice electronically should print this summons and serve it. So they probably sent it to their lawyers if they couldn't find them. But, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you got one filing December 16th. You have another file in February. You probably file another one. Like you said when we was building earlier, it's something that's just going to be in the works. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a long, it's civil. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if anybody who's had a civil case knows, that shit takes a long time.
Right. And as you can see, no other actions have been taken.
Yeah.
No other action has been taken on this goddamn case. Nobody has been arrested. Nobody has even went to court. You see what I'm saying? That shit ridiculous. The dude just literally just said that the motherfuckers is on the run. Listen to this shit.
You don't see it in the public eye because it's not unsealed. Once it becomes unsealed, it's going to look new to us. But they've been charged. They are currently indicted since February 26th of 2020. I'm giving.
Hold up. You hear that date, right? February 26th, 2020. They have been indicted. Let's see the date of this document.
Yeah. Like I said. Yeah. So
February 26, 2020, filed. This is the document that he's talking about.
Right.
Nobody was charged with anything. This is a goddamn civil lawsuit that might not even be true. Damn down. Trump.
Okay. So okay, so the definition of indictment is a formal charge or accusation of a serious crime, right? A formal charge. So they've been indicted, right? So it says, though, to elaborate on that. Oh, do it again. Oh, I was ready to hit him. Oh man, hold on. Yo, no. Put it by myself. Come on. Peace, family. Still having a little bit of technical difficulties, but yeah, we're gonna get back into this once we get everything straightened out. Y'all stay safe, stay aware, and peace in your heart.